road again. I can't wait to get back on the road again. Something, something, something with my friends. Can't wait to get back on the road again.
Shakes for the memories.
Leaving Whitehall. Actually, we're still in Whitehall for leaving our. In fact, we're leaving our harvest. Okay.
We're leaving our Waterloo.
Waterloo?
Oh, we're on Waterloo.
Oh.
Our Whitehall, Montana.
Keep left on Waterloo Road.
We're at a rest stop in Montana on our way to Idaho, and I was just thinking, it's like we stop at these rest stops, and when I first got the trailer, when we first got the Harvey the RV, I always thought, oh, I'm so excited, can't wait to use it because I won't use the bathrooms in rest stops anymore. I just wanted my own bathroom and all that. And as it turns out, I actually prefer to go into the rest stop restrooms, which I didn't think that would ever happen. And the reason is because the exercise, or at least the stretching of the legs, it's like it gives me a chance to walk across the parking lot and stretch my legs, which they tend to get sore when I sit for a long time. So anyway, just thought I'd share that yes, I could put my slides out a little bit and use the restroom in Harvey, but we prefer to walk over to the restroom.
So maybe 40 miles, 50 miles ago, maybe not that much, 30 miles ago, we stopped at a rest area and everything was doing fine, and then went to leave and I noticed we have a service engine light on. And because of our stuff in Jacksonville, I had installed a code reader thing with something I can access the codes on my phone. And it shows up as a P2002, and it says something like particulate filter above efficiency levels, block 1. And so right now it's running fine. It just has a service engine light on it. We called to the area that we want to get, to where we're going to be spending a month in Sela. They said they're not sure it can make it that far. Called someone else, and did I call 3?
Yes.
Yeah. So Sela is where they said it might be $5,000 to totally replace the entire exhaust. Who knows? Then I called outside of Coeur d'Alene, or in Coeur d'Alene, where we're supposed to spend the next 2 days. Supposed to get there in an hour, not 2 hours. And they said there's no guarantee that we can get there. Don't know what it is. Said try doing a manual regen, so I pulled over. I don't know how to do a manual regen. So we called a mechanic here, local, don't even know where we are, in Montana. He had a job until 4:30 this morning, so I woke him up. Garrison, Montana. And I woke him up, but as he talked, he became much more accommodating. And like, he's meeting us at the shop to help figure this out. And so we're just praying it's not the $5,000 thing. We're hoping that it's something that can just do a manual regen, let it do its thing, get us back on the road. And so that is, I guess, part of RV life.
We'll let you know.
Woo! Do I have anything behind you?
No.
I'm going to have to follow my wheels, my path.
Yeah. Okay.
So this right here, he's going to do an auto regen, manual regen. And then it's going to just scream for a while and try and burn out everything. The exhaust, I was over there next to some dry grass, and he said he wanted me to get away from that because it's going to be really hot. And then he asked if I could tow it a little bit so that it's blowing away from the camper. And so that's what we're doing.
Another tip or pointer for the day, because we had truck problems today, and it just made me think. Always for us, we were boondocking for 2 days, and so we put the correct amount of water in our tanks for 2 days. We are now going to prepare for boondocking one more day. So if we're going to boondock for 2 days, we're going to have enough water in for 3 days. If we're not boondocking, if we're going from site to site, we're going to go ahead and put water in for 1 day, just in case something like this happens and we would have been stranded overnight. We didn't have water. We wouldn't have had enough water for another night. So that is my advice. Prepare in case you have truck problems.
So when we were coming through Garrison, Montana, and we had the truck problems and stuff, and then we came up to our destination in Post Falls, Idaho, and I don't know if it was 20 or 30 miles outside of it, the service engine light came on again. Same thing, I looked at the code, it's P2002, has to do with the DPF system. And we had 2 nights in Post Falls already planned, so I knew I had Thursday to figure out how to get it fixed. So I found a place that agreed to do a manual regen. And I went in there and they looked it over and said, no, it needs a full-on new DPF. They reset the code, didn't do a regen. They said it won't make any difference. So they reset the code for me and taught me what I already knew. When I bought the EasyLink system back in Middleburg, Jacksonville, Florida, part of it was so that I could reset codes and stuff, read the codes, but then reset it. So he said what I have, I can reset the codes. We can get to Sela, outside of Yakima, where we're trying to get today. He said if the code comes up again, I just reset it and keep going. And as far as the limp mode, that it will only go into limp mode, he says, if it sees the code for long enough. And I asked him, can I reset the code a dozen times or anything like that? And he says, yeah, you can just keep on resetting it. I didn't ask him then why get the DPF fixed, but we're going to get it fixed. Right now we have an appointment in Sela to get it repaired in like
a month.
A month and a few days. I'll see whether there's a different way to do that, if there's someone else to do it. Possibly when we get down into Oregon, get it done there. So that's the update. We're hoping that we can make it the whole way. I'm at peace with it because I know I can reset it and keep moving. So, and he said it won't hurt it. Like, just to reset, it won't hurt it. It's just that the DPF isn't working. It's broken. That's an expensive fix. Really expensive fix. The labor is $600 or $700, and the part is like $5,000.
Francis!